Good morning and good afternoon. First, Ukraine is bracing itself for another series of Russian missile attacks. Residents in the Ukrainian capital are doing all they can to prepare as temperatures continue to drop. And it's getting harder and harder for people to stay warm, especially since Russia is aiming to take out more energy infrastructure. Just in the past week, Russia shelled and bombed Ukraine's south over 250 times, concentrating their attacks on the city of Kherson. They stepped up their campaign after withdrawing from there earlier this month. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says his country will give $53 million to Ukraine to help repair the power grid and protect its citizens from the cold. He made the pledge during a visit to Romania, where he met with foreign ministers from NATO nations. Pablo Gutierrez has this from Bucharest.
NATO officials say there is an urgent and immediate need to provide targeted non-lethal aid to help Ukrainians survive this winter. 40% of the country's energy infrastructure has been damaged by Russian attacks, and up to 4/5 of Kyiv's residents have suffered water shortages, according to Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. NATO officials are concerned about the impact of a cold winter without electricity, heat, and water on the country's population. Western allies are expected to agree on a robust package of both humanitarian and military aid, including money to repair infrastructure, generators to power homes, and weapons to fight off drones.
Today, allies made additional pledges to NATO's comprehensive assistance package for Ukraine. This will fund urgent non-lethal support, including fuel and generators, helping Ukraine to address the consequences of Russia's strikes against their power grid.
Individual nations have committed to continue their supply of weapons to Ukraine. The United States announced a package of $400 million in additional military aid to help Kyiv maintain its defenses. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said NATO was stronger and more united and reaffirmed the United States' commitment. However, away from Ukraine, Blinken is yet to comment on another key issue, the cancellation of scheduled talks with Russia on controlling the number of nuclear weapons on both sides. Moscow said on Tuesday that it has been left with no choice but to cancel talks on the New START nuclear weapons treaty because the U.S. has focused exclusively on resuming inspections, while Russia wants to address other issues. Washington says continuing inspections is a priority for sustaining the treaty, and it's looking to reschedule negotiations. NATO foreign ministers will wrap up their meeting on Wednesday here in Romania. Pablo Gutierrez, CGTN, Bucharest.